What is going on, guys? Shri Kanase here. So on my screen, as you see, I have my WooCommerce dashboard open, and if you guys have been following me for a while, and if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date. But I made a case study on this store because it was solely run on Google Ads. And so far, as you guys can see, since the end of March until now, when I'm recording this video, which is July the 4th, this store has done roughly $18,922 in sales profitably. But these past few days, I've actually been cracking those $1,000 days consistently. And again, this is solely 99% run on Google Ads. This is a real big eye-opener for some people who thought that Google Ads wouldn't be the best way to go, because right now, the truth is Facebook ads is the biggest trending thing that every single dropshipper goes to. And I couldn't be more happier to start a brand new dropshipping store run solely on Google Ads and prove that Google Ads is definitely worth it. So as you can see, since 1st of July to the 4th of July, this store has done roughly $3,794.57 in sales. And there was a slight dip yesterday with sales. As you can see, it only did about $550, but overall it has been doing $1,015. $1,046, and today the best day, $1,182. And really quick, let's go ahead and refresh this just so you guys know that this is definitely true and nothing that I made up. So as you can see, still $3,794.57. But I don't want you guys to believe me until I show you the profits of this dropshipping store. So let's go ahead and go on over to our order metrics account and show you guys exactly the real stats, including the profit, because as always, I like to be 100% transparent with you guys. And just for that, make sure to smash that like button down below. But right now, we're on July the 4th, and as you can see, the total revenue is about $1,183, and the cost of goods is roughly $574. And here is all of the other costs, but the main cost that I want to show you is, of course, the ad spend. So right away, you see that ad spend is only $118. So this is really crazy. As you guys can see, only $118 spent for $1,183 in sales. I mean, I've never had such a high ROAS in my life when it comes to Facebook ads. So Google ads really blew my mind. And if we hover over this, we can see that only $70 went towards my AdWords account. The rest of the $48 was towards Facebook ads. Now you may be thinking, you just said, Shri, that this is fully run on Google ads. The Facebook ads, $48 was actually spent on retargeting ads, and I'll get into that really soon, so stick till the end. But just so you guys know that this is real, let me go ahead and refresh this one more time just to show you guys that this is fully real and nothing I cooked up. So as you can see, still $11.83 in sales, and ad spend $118 for a total net profit of $422 just for today. If we look at yesterday, we can see that the sales were low, which is about $550, but the total net profit was $108. And the day before that, still over $1,000 day. As mentioned, just yesterday was the only day when it dropped, but on the 2nd of July, $1,061, and the total net profit was about $317. And finally, July 1st, which is when I started making the $1,000 per day mark and basically hitting that. So 1,001. And if we come back to the net margin, 30%, with a total net profit of $304. As crazy as these stats sound, it is very possible for you to achieve it yourself. As mentioned, I started this store back about 2 months ago, and I've been consistently working every single day for the past 2 months on this store to make it work. And as you can see, the effort definitely paid off, because I ended last month with a profit as well, and this month already has started off with this amount of profit. But now that we've gone all over the specific stats, let's go on to our Google Docs to show you exactly how you can replicate such results, because the truth is everything can be replicated if you have a proper system. So let's start off with the most important thing, and in this case it is the product. So when it comes to the product, what is the difference between this product and something somebody else is testing? So with the product, I found it is actually very seasonal. As of right now, it is summertime and people do specific activities in the summertime. Keeping that in mind, I decided to go and do product research around the summertime and try to find specific products which could benefit people in the summertime. And that is exactly what I did with this winning product, because 90% of the sales on my store currently came from one winning product. So again, seasonal products really do well in specific seasons, and the biggest two things that you need to keep in mind whenever you try to find a product is functionality of the product and wow factor of the product. If your product has both of these, it is a golden 6-figure winner. But ideally, you want one of these to match. So with my product, it was actually the first option, which is functionality, which matched, and that was the main reason why people started purchasing this product. It is not so much of a wow factor because you can literally find this in stores like Walmart, Target, etc. It was more of the functionality and how it can benefit people's lives and make it easier. So when it comes to product research, you want to avoid fashion accessories or specific electronic products which you can get high chargebacks for, and rather focus on things which could be possibly seasonal. A lot of big businesses that do really well with Shopify or those that have retail stores keep the seasonal aspect in mind and run a lot of seasonal sales as well. So doing product research for seasonal items really works best. And that is the main reason why I'm hitting $1,000 days on this brand new general store run on Google Ads. But along with finding these seasonal items, whatever you find for your store, you need to be consistent. When it comes to Google Ads, consistency is the biggest thing. That will be your advantage. If you are more consistent than someone else running a general store with Google Ads, you will be more successful than that person. And when it comes to Google Ads, the more consistent you are with finding new products which have good search volume, and I'll go over exactly what good search volume is in a second, the more your chances of finding success. And ideally, you want to have products which have a profit margin of at least $15. Even with Google Ads, there's much more saturation than it was previously. So in order to battle this saturation, you need to find those products which have higher profit margins so you can actually run those ads for a longer period of time and actually make profit from those ads. As you saw on my order metrics page, I only had around 20 orders, but the total sales volume was over $1,000, and that is because my average order value is over $60. If that average order value was less than $20 or $30, I would not be making that amount of profit. My net profits were about 30% or even more than 30% on some days. And the main reason behind that is people buy multiple of these products which I'm selling, and this causes the average order value to go through the roof. And when that happens, I can run my ads for a longer period of time. So as you can see, everything is kind of interconnected with each other. If you do one thing, another will follow, and that is the main key factor when it comes to success. So the number one thing when it comes to products in general for your Google Ads is finding somewhat seasonal products, but you don't always have to find seasonal products, but making sure they either have good functionality or have a wow factor. And in addition to that, they should have at least a minimum profit margin of $15. And when your product matches all of these things, that is when you know that this product is worth uploading to your store. But let's move on to our Google Ads campaign, because without a proper campaign, you will not be making any sales. So what do you exactly do when it comes to Google Ads campaign? Is it as easy as just starting up a campaign and just letting it run? Well, there's a few more things that come along with that. The first thing that you want to be focusing on when it comes to Google Ads campaign is actually not the campaign itself, but the back end, meaning the description, the images, etc. In your description and your images, you want to optimize for keywords which have good SEO scores. So basically, whenever you're crafting a description for your product, you need to keep in mind that SEO is super important when it comes to Google Ads. The main reason why this product is selling like fire is because I optimized the description for SEO, and I went out and did a lot of keyword research and found good keywords using the Google Keyword Planner tools and the Keyword Everywhere Chrome extension, which could let me rank higher in my Google Shopping ad as well as just organic searches. And these two tools are your best friend when it comes to Google Ads campaigns, because they give you a lot of important information specifically regarding the keyword search volume and the SEO quality. So when it comes to keywords, how do you know if the keyword volume that you have found is good enough? If you add all of the volume on the specific keywords and it adds up to more than 20,000, that means that all of those keywords can be included in your description to help you rank. So for example, through the Google Keyword Planner tool, you find 20 keywords for a specific product that you have in mind, and each of those 20 keywords have 1,000 monthly searches each. That means in total, those 20 have 20,000 together. And that is perfectly fine when it comes to Google Ads, because you can then include those 20 keywords in your description through proper sentences to help rank higher. So focus on finding products which you can use keywords for, which have more than 20,000 monthly searches. And when you do find that, those are the products which are the golden winners, because anything less than 20,000 and people aren't really searching for that, you'll make a few sales here and there, but you won't really find anything that'll take you to the next level. And once you do have a Google campaign running, you need to understand that with Google Ads, everything is slow and gradual. There's no fast scaling like Facebook ads, meaning you have to wait 5 to 7 days after every single change you make, and that includes launching your first AdWords campaign. You need to just wait about a week to understand whether the campaign is performing well or not. And the only time you really touch that campaign is if its cost per purchase is really horrible, meaning the cost per purchase you're aiming at is $10, but the cost per purchase the campaign is giving you is $50. In that case, you want to lower the bid immediately or shut off that campaign completely. But otherwise, you always want to let the campaign run for 5 to 7 days. Let Google Ads do the work of finding which audience that is suited for that product. And you will find that your average cost per link click for that campaign gradually starts to decrease. For my winning product, I started off the average max bid limit at 20 cents. But right now, cost per link click for that product is about 5 cents. Google, after a few weeks, Google started to find the perfect audience for this product, and gradually the cost per link click also started to decline. But once you have a winning campaign, you want to start scaling gradually, meaning you can increase the budget by $10 or $20, or in some cases by 2 times the original budget, but every 5 to 7 days. Again, you can't rush with scaling when it comes to Google Ads, otherwise you will really end up screwing up the entire campaign. Start off nice and slow, increase the budget gradually based on the results that you're getting, and continue to make improvements as you see the results. But now that we've talked about Google Ads, earlier I mentioned that I was using Facebook retargeting ads, and a lot of the total ad spend for today came from Facebook ads. So exactly what am I doing with Facebook ads? The main thing that I'm doing with Facebook ads, as I mentioned, is retargeting. Now, my retargeting campaigns have some of the highest ROAS simply because I'm showing it to hot traffic. And whenever you find a good product that is selling any types of pieces every day, you need to immediately launch a retargeting ad with these specific time frames. I start off my retargeting ads immediately at the past 3 days of viewed or added to cart but no purchase, or the past 5 days, 7 days, 14, 30, etc. These are the main retargeting time frames you need to set up and have running ads for in order to really start targeting that hot traffic efficiently. Because when you start realizing that you have a winning product, the traffic that Google Ads sends you will actually start increasing day by day. And more people will start abandoning their cart as well. So in order to really get those purchases back, you need to have these retargeting ads set up from day one. And don't worry about these ads spending money unnecessarily, because retargeting ads only spend money if there's enough sufficient audience size within this time frame. So if there are no people on Facebook that your Facebook ads retargeting ad can target within the 3-day period, that means it's going to spend $0 for that day. And it will stay at 0 until the audience starts increasing for the retargeting audience size, and that is when it will automatically start showing the retargeting ad to those people. But using Google Ads along with retargeting ads has been absolutely killing it for me. As you guys saw, consistently hitting those $1,000 a day, even with profit. One of the biggest problems I'm seeing with Facebook ads is one day it is profit and the next day it is a complete loss. Don't get me wrong, there are fluctuations with Google ads as you saw, but overall it is still more profitable than Facebook ads, just because Facebook ads is very saturated at this moment. So Google ads is definitely one way that you can expand your traffic source and actually get a higher ROAS rather than just spending your time and energy on Facebook ads. But I have tons of videos on Google ads if you want to know more as to how you can set up your own profitable Google ads campaign and get that running. But be sure to smash that like button down below to please the YouTube gods, and I'll see you guys next time.